Alright, you two. We are back at it. What the fuck was that? Why the fuck did you go off lanes? Oh, because I had to not do that. Sorry about that, you two. But we're back at it. More Eldritch horror fishing. Last time we got some most of the upgrade to the boat, and I believe we're looking at the next thing open is some twisted strand. So let's head over there and see what's going on. Pull on this alongside a boat at anchor. There are signs of life on board, but nobody appears to greet you. Call out. Almost immediately, a small slot in the door snaps open and a pair of frantic eyes peer out at you. Who goes there? Fisherman. Just checking to see if you're okay. Do I seem okay? No, I'm very much not okay. I'm supposed to be delivering this package to little Morrow, but I'm being stopped. The huge leviathan lurks in the deep waters of Santa. It is hung in the water. Its gaping mouth just below the boat. It would have swallowed this vessel whole if I hadn't bolted for the shallows. I'm not going any further into this accursed island chain. I can deliver the package to little Morrow for Marrow. I keep saying Morrow. It's Marrow. Quickly, the lumpy brown package to the door hoe. It squelches slightly as you take it in your hands. Dark fluid oozes from the pit. Then you straight into the smell for the darkwood or little moth. Marrow. I'm not sure what's inside, but listen, I know this sounds crazy. Sometimes I think I can hear the faintest of whispers coming from it. I'm not supposed to be transporting live goods. I don't have the equipment for it, so just be careful with this thing, whatever it is. Here, won't you take this too? Get it out on. Emerges from the door hole. This time a book is pushed through and thuds to the deck below. You pick it up. I'll be on my way whenever the coast is clear. Safe travels. Let's head back and do what else. I mean, this thing's gonna come out and try and get us. Why does this place always look wrong? Very odd. How's the day treat? Got a package here for you. Delivery, eh? Oh, it's a big one. Let me see. He takes the large package and examines it gently with his hands. He lifts it to one ear and listens for a while. He seems satisfied. Much appreciated, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, wish me luck. Turns around and hurries off down the dock without another word to you or compensation. Interesting. too late to actually get back and speed. Seems quite sure. Catching some fish here. Far in. Too bad, or there's more that we could get. Especially not if that fish that acts like a boat comes through. This is the next one. Same as this, but it's got us. I really don't care for these crab pot things. It's gotta go back to them. I've already forgotten where the one I have is. Let's get started with this. Actually, we could get this. Oh, you know, well, no, it wouldn't make any sense. I don't say that fit really well with that. But yes, well, there's no way to make that work. Well, that was the other things we checked. That's not. It's not. Not this now, but it fit. Can't make it fit. There's something. Oh. Move up. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Up, 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 up. Oh, shit. Broken mark. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Wonders of music. Six. Okay, no, no. Okay, crap out strong, that's what need to be repaired. The blue wood, old cloth, so 5 wood, and 3 parts of cloth. So 5 and 3. Next up, we get like a full day to explore this place. Please. Sorry, what? Fuck off. This is what I was worried about. I went all in on getting the Abyssal Idle one. And go for this area in particular. That. So it seems to be all I can get. Yeah, actually, so that up to here. Basically, one of those things was in the way up. This way. What's this? Damn. Should be able to do this slope. Missing this power, I feel better at catching. Sure you do. A large man is watching you through the billowing smoke of a campfire, idly carving away at a wooden stake. He stands as you pull ashore. Stranger, from that look on your face, I say you've encountered local wretches. Take a seat. Join him by the fire. I've been trying to rid them from this accursed jungle ever since we wrecked here. The boys called them mind suckers on account of them well affecting mine. They made us see things, do things. I'd asked for safe passage away from her, but not until I avenged my squadron. Why? Nervous went down in the fog, crashing into trees or ditching into the water. Those that survived rallied here under the boughs of this giant tree. It offered us scant protection before help could arrive. Our numbers quickly dwindled, picked off by the fiends in the forest. I've met a few would-be rescuers over the year, but none of them will help me in my fight. Any different to the rest. Okay. Figured you'd be up for it. You have to look. Listen. First, we need to find the lost pieces of my squadron's mortar. We'll use that to bombard the beasts. Other planes went down to the north and east of where we are now. Mark the possible crash sites up the map. You go and see what you can salvage. Devilish creatures through and through. They'll stalk you along the waterways and emerge suddenly, screeching their terrible song. First time it happened to me, I saw shadows of my squad mates reaching out to me in a feverish dream. When I finally snapped out of it, I was covered in bloodied scratches. They must have sent me running through the foliage. Since then, I've done my best to avoid the fiends. Their senses seem to be based on movement, so move carefully. I need shipwrecks, right? Shipwrecks know anything that meets its end here is quickly swallowed by the silt. How would you honor your squad mates? None of you have their dog tags up in the tree behind me. It seemed fitting enough. But I've only got tags for the ones I must understand I never found otherwise. If you happen to find any other dog tags, I could add them to the tree with the brothers. I have a number of mechanical doodads that might be find useful here. Take this one in good faith. I'll give you more for each tag you put. that whenever we're in. It's just to be safe. Okay, let's use the explosives. Ooh. Boom boom. Sure, we're still ahead. Okay. Shapes in the deep. This probably get tags. The wreckage of an old fighter plane lies buried in the sand. Pull a little closer. Here we go. Research part. Unload some stuff first. Kill it all. Oh, what's the dog? Jesus. only needs 3 parts of cloth. Oh, and your stuff. Stuff. Anything else around here? No, it's not. It's good. Lots of cloth. And get off the dock. The campsite, smoked fish are spinning in a spit over a fire that was never lit. A pile of fabric is gathered at the base of a large tree. Spike the fish. Hot fish hang from the spit. The fire below had been prepared, so it was left in a hurry. Spike the fish. Take bundles of fabric. Mr. Rags lies at the base of a tree. Somebody slept here. The rags are covered in bark chips. Their symbols carved into the tree trunk. three distinct sets of symbols in the first set. There's a book symbol underneath a wave, and an upward arrow, a clown hangs over a second set. Five unfamiliar symbols mark the corners of a pentagram, shape of a person is lying down at the center. Book symbol sits above a wave, a downward arrow points from the book down through the wave. Let's put in sign number 27, Little Marrow, December 22nd, 1926. Received the sum of $50.00. Stands for one silver necklace with emeralds on silver mounting. Additional notes, received a further $3 for custom engraving on reverse of mounting. Customer to return tomorrow, 23rd December, for collection. Engraving is to be as follows. For Jay, my shining star. Feels like years since I've been warned. I do not expect him to ride, I just need to know that he thinks of me from time to time. The next few months have been smudged out. You must return, more angry smoking follows. I've written him another letter, this will be the last. Interesting. Blistered target. Steam ahead. Have to blow that place up to get to this next part. Now, curve back around. Stop. this is. Smart. Can I move, please? I suppose so. What do we have? Okay. So. All needs bolts of cloth again. Very and of course the money, which is what we don't have. Trust for Idaho. How about those? Find some dog coyotes. Yeah, hang on to the. One is martyrs. That's a lot now. I'll work on assembling more and get started on the next phase of the plane. You may have noticed some contraptions in the lagoon around here. I have assembled those straps for the mine cycle. You need to lure them in. Sorry, coughing me down the head off. Once they're in, you see I can fire on them with our new mortar. And that'll be the end of it. No more knives. How do we get the mine suckers into the traps? Dredge some very specific types of bait, which skills will come in handy here yet again. You got it. Safe? Of course not. But you got everything. Let's make the traps. With patience, the group has only seemed to sense movement, so whenever one was close enough for others. You got it. Understand, so what's next? We can make 3 special baits from different combinations of fish. This one takes screw fish for the area. Yeah, that right mouse. You can make a full set of broken glasses. Better at it. Should get some. Needs to sell them so we can actually repair the boat. This is so I'm gonna find. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go back to the way the place is called. Something messed up here. There we go. Let's stuff. This guy. Let's start with the dock worker, see if we can get anything. Standing motionless on the edge of the dock, staring down on him, seems paralyzed and fear of what he sees. Trevor shakes his body and his breathing becomes slow. He's shut tight with effort until he rolls down his cheek. Last time over and again, their cloud expressionless fluid rattles through his lungs. A drop of dark ooze falls out of his ears and lands on the dock. So screwed the boards, he disappears in the water. Jumping head turns ever so slightly towards you, his breathing grows heavy and angry until you step backwards, leaving him standing there on the dock. Anyway, no business. Not. Hold on. Tusk grouper. Pig-like tusk protrude from the mouth of this ravenous brute. No eyes to speak of, it attacks into shore. Eat. God. I didn't work with 440. What's going on, Aaron, the Twitch user? Hi, I'm a big fan of this game. What are you thinking of it so far? This is the third day I've played it, and I'm a big fan of it. I love the subtle horror of it. You know, ostensibly you're just a fisherman hanging out, doing your thing, but there's just all the skulking horror in it. So I'm having a good time with it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stream yesterday because I was sick. This would have been my 4th day with it. Just go ahead and rest, get my sanity back. Sick the next day, it'll be alright. A little local, but it'll be alright. Let's play. I don't get the blue thing that's up. What do I want to buy? It's good to hear. I mainly play for the aberrant fish. I find some of them very cool. There's not so much, yeah. You really got to be all in on the eldritch horror aspect of this game, or you're really not going to get much out of it. And yeah, some of them are a lot creepier. The other great thing with this, Aaron, is that I have thalassophobia. So the first day I was playing, I got to a point where I was going to do my first big trek from one set of islands to the next, and it kind of hit me in the middle, and I actually my heart kind of stopped for a couple of beats. And it's also the point where you see, I don't know if this is specific to the island I was going to, or if it just happens whenever you first go out into the ocean, but there's an event where as you're going, there's just this gigantic fish that's 4 times the size of your boat that just swims across your path. It doesn't try to attack you, it just swims across in front of you, surfacing, and then it goes back down. So that was pretty terrifying for a minute right then. So I wanted to get this so I could have the Oceanic, but I think I need to get this one for now because I've got to have that mangrove one to catch some of these fish for this next area, or for the area we're going to be in right now. So let me do that. Sorry, what's your phobia? Thalassophobia, fear of the ocean. So, this is a great game for me to play. I believe that's how thalassophobia is defined. I don't know if it's fear of the ocean or fear of open water specifically. Spell it right. Yeah, persistent fear of ocean or other large bodies of water. So, it works for both. But yeah, I'm terrified of the ocean. Completely. Against the odds. Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew that going into it, because I did watch a playthrough of this game. A streamer, Ray, play it years ago. Or not years ago, because he did the DLC a little while back. But, so I knew what I was getting into, but yeah, it crept on me that first day when I first, like I said, did that first big trek between islands when your boat's still slow as it starts. But other than that, I've been having a great time with it. The story and the horror elements are carrying me through it. I need to grab this. That's going to get rid of 2 things, actually. So it's going to be... It's 2, unfortunately. So just install these, put them in storage. Grab this just so we can actually work on this area. It also doesn't hurt that this is on Game Pass right now, so I'm playing it for quote-unquote free. The current goal is we are at the point where I have given the collector the first 3 items. I gave him the key, the music box, and the ring. We're working on the necklace in Twisted Strand. So I was around here. I just used Manifest to get back over here so I could make some money to buy that pole I just bought so I could get some of the mangrove fish. We are helping out the airman What's he? Is that what his title was? We're helping the guy in Twisted Strand out to kill all the mind readers or whatever he called them. But doesn't it say in the thing? The mind suckers. So I just got to the point where I had to start getting fish to make the bait for them. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got the rod I need and I'm going to head back. But I'm also just, whenever I come across something like this, I just stop and, you know, do whatever I can whenever I see it. I'm not hard focused on the objectives. If I just see something I want to try out, I'll do that too. Oh, we got a new aberrant, the Cyclopean Flounder. Oops. Oh. One of the things that I think this game does really well is the fact that the fishing minigames are not all the same. There's resources for upgrades, yeah. The fact that all the mini games are a little bit different instead of them just being the same fishing mini game for everything, that helps keep the game from being too boring. Because if it was always the same, just like circular one or always the like half circle ones, I think it wouldn't hold up as well over time. And I can't tell you the number of times I've blown my engines up using the haze stability, because I'm like looking at the time up top, or I'm looking at the map and I forget to let go of it. Oh, is this going to be another flag? It's a flag. Yeah, I think we'll also go alright. We'll be cutting it close to get back over there. Yeah, running into something. There's a lot. All the time. I'm just now getting used to the general timing of it, yeah. Here's a tip I found when I was checking some stuff on this game. So you know when you sleep till like 6 a.m. You can actually stop that early, stop at about 4 o'clock, and that'll give you a little extra time. Because while you're still in the area of the clock that like the horror stuff can happen, time moves fast enough that time is not likely to get you caught on anything since you're coming in or out of a dock. So it just gives you a little bit longer to get somewhere. So that's why I usually stop it around like 3:50, 4 o'clock if I can whenever I sleep. Didn't do that. So like I'll just watch the clock. We're at 12, 1, 2, there's 3. So when I leave here, I'm still in the dark, but I'm only in the dark part of the compass for like 1 bar, which isn't going to be long enough for anything to happen, really. You wouldn't start, you wouldn't start. Also, I'm a big fan of the inventory in this game. The Resident Evil 4-esque inventory. It's also a big draw. Cyclopean Flounder. A sprawling jellied mass spills from a single eye socket. What appears to be a dark pupil is in fact the center of the egg. Okay. So let me go see what fish this thing is. I did. But just flashbacks every time I catch more than 3 fish, yeah. This is the one he needed 2 of for that first game. So always sell whatever if it's none of it. Swimming, boating. What is catching on my mic there when I'm muted? So about baiting traps, discussed the first time. Okay, let's discuss this. Whatever this is. Let's look at this second. Some kind of catfish it looks like. Is it also none of this? So we need something that looks kind of like a catfish, something that like a sun. Oh, this is something cod. So it's cod, the ones that have that curved angle to them. Alright, I guess we're just hunting around now. And trying to avoid the mine suckers. So hang out. Don't like the music in this place. It gives me anxiety. That's what he needed. Sketch the road and get some cuts. These things do take up a lot of inventory space. The fan. Calm down. We'll stick with that. These guys. Sea King's in try if anybody wants to try for it. This is what is this? Probably go ahead and sell what we don't need in this real quick until we're ready to food out. Guess we can go ahead and see. Oh, you know what? Some of this stuff might not show up except at night, so we will rest. So, I actually didn't sell these because we actually didn't need at least one. Let's do some night fishing and see what we can do. treasure. Subtract myself. Okay, ruby earring. Entwined mullet. Okay. So we pick that up and oh, this is that closed spaces. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see if we can turn this. See what this is. At least 2 out of here. Okay. Well, gigantic. The spirit is going to try and get the treasure and beat it. It looks like we would have got 2 in it. So we just gotta find. Oh, I gotta remember to buy an explosive for this section. Our insanity's going up too much. It's starting to throw barriers up, so let's go out here if we can. Actually, we'll just take over here because we can set this off. So it doesn't block us at least. This guy's title was there, man, by the way. Good, I'll just mix things in here. Load this into the trap down there. When the trap springs, I'll fire upon it with the mortar and make sure you bring back proof. Things really good. This is. So it looks like some kind of catfish. Where do we think this fish might be? Just go buy explosives and open here just in case. I doubt it would be that specific, but it's always good just to open it. It's not nice. It's just trying to have a snack. Inside is the obliterated corpse of the mine sucker. The owner will be expecting proof of your success. This thing is gigantic. Okay. The rest of the carcass sinks out of sight. Okay. So we can go ahead and do these two. We can do this thing. I didn't mean to come over here. I thought I was going to the other side. Creature quote show you. Let's see it then. You hand over the tattered loaf of flesh to the airman. It's almost unrecognizable, but you both know it couldn't have belonged to anything else. He pokes at it with his knife, testing the rubbery meat. He seems satisfied. Yes, this is one of the beasts. Progress at last. More to go, though. Man, I feel way better today than I did yesterday. I felt like garbage yesterday when I got home. I was so sick and my head was killing me. And I'm better today, but like, it's so weird how I got so bad and then apparently got so much better. Because when I got to work today, I wasn't feeling the best. I didn't feel sick. I was just like, you know, when you're like sick and you like sleep a day away. I got like the rest in from feeling sick, but I didn't get any actual rest just to like get my energy back. So I was feeling sluggish at work, and then by the time I got done, I just felt great. Well, not great, but I felt way better than I did at the start. So who knows? But we do need money, so. I have no idea where this other fish could be at. I'm worried it's going to be at nighttime. There's your trophy one. Leading the fish population. Need to calm down. I wish you had an option to ask him where to find some of these fish. I mean, I found all but the one kind of. But I don't know if I need to try and get them in a net, if you catch them in a pot, which I think the pots are just for crab, so I don't think that's it. Oh, shit. I'm supposed to be there, you fuck. Still cool with it. Can't do anything if I'm not. Oh, ads are not to start. You know what? I'll take a quick break here since I've been coughing more. So, YouTube, we'll give y'all a quick pause. We'll be right back. Alright, YouTube, we're back at it. So I want to be out when it starts. Also trying to keep my set up any more than I got to. I have no idea where to start looking for this next thing. Just look at night, since that's when I don't really fish very much. But of those. Some of y'all gonna have to go empty my inventory on it. Shiny Zangoose is in the chat if anybody wants to try for it. Nothing moves. these though. We need these now. 110%. So if I gotta get rid of it, I don't know what just happened to me. If I gotta get rid of some of the fish to get all these, fine. Just should be enough to get one of the upgrades at least. Unless I get another dog tag here. No, it's good. So, these two. Please don't tell me everything. Yeah, I'm starting to be a little upset if that was the one I needed. I was going to start getting rid of more stuff. Way out here. It's the same regular one. I don't know if that could be an aberrant version of any of these, but I wouldn't imagine so. I should have put that. So you get one more. So let's just do this one. So all we need now is one bit of cloth that we can get for the next target grade, which is going to need 4 lumber, 3 scrap metal, 4 bolts of cloth. Good God. Whatever that is, I think we've seen that. Let's see. Okay, this. that is a night fish. I hate having to look stuff up, but it literally gives you nothing. Just, hey, this is what you need. Here's a silhouette of it. But it is a night fish. This one. Let's put this here, I guess. Let's go all the way around. There's an aberration here. Higher chances of an aberration. There. Oh my god. What the hell? Vortex interloper. I'm sorry for some of these fish, if I'm being honest. And on the back side of the line. Okay, we get there and have some extra time to look around. Barely into this. Do I have a favorite fish I've come across yet? Probably. I just haven't actually, let's go. Used to be around here somewhere, potentially. Avoid these things and find fishing spots for it. Yeah. So, not heading back towards the engine. Yeah, away. What's the thing we've been to? There we go. Let me get out of here. I'd like to have gotten more of them, but I don't have any more space. Oh, that's good. That's fantastic. Yeah, really losing our damn minds here. We're far side from this. This might be bad. Of course you hit the catfish. Of course you did. Only issues I've ever had in this game is when I had to get a specific fish and something just keeps screwing me. Manually go through settings. Just let me out of here. I don't know if I'll be able to use this infected version of this fish or not. But I'll look through. He takes the infected one. I know that happened earlier in the game, where the other time I was having issues was getting a specific fish for someone in Gale Cliffs. It's the woman that wants like the aged fish or something, and hers got infected as well, but I never know. Just get this given to him real quick. I was more worried about that last time because that woman was wanting the fish to cook specifically for something. I'm like, is that going to screw with it? But no, it was fine. This time it doesn't really matter because, I mean, it's just, he's just making bait to catch these things. Only time she requested the specific freshness, which infection overrides. Let me do this real quick. I have something like number 2 let me look real quick. It might be that thing I just got, actually, because that thing looked insane. Where's it? This thing's pretty distinct. It's got a vortex in its stomach. Can I go all the way around? Sure. There we go. Yeah, it might be this guy. Vortex Interloper. A slow swirl twists its body, stretching it toward an unseen dimension. That's pretty hardcore right there. Squid. Squid's got some interesting aberrations. Eel. Stingray. Fiddler crab with giant claw. Yeah, I'm still missing a good amount of them. I've only got 65 out of 151. So I had to poke them. Which I do know there is, what is it? One of the quests we have mentions a fish that is a IRL favorite of mine. It's a research assistant. Just the reporting rarities. The koala camp. I'm a big fan of koala camps just because of, you know, how ancient they're supposed to be. Oh, that's right. I can actually talk to what's her name about that one. I did catch one of those, and I didn't realize it till I was looking through all my pursuits. Let me go talk to her about that real quick. See if we can get anything. Then we can finish out this quest for this guy, because we got the 2 bait records. Koala camp, yeah. Talk to her. If those rare fish you want me to find, what do you know? I found a gold. Let's do research parts. Nice. Still gotta find food. go ahead and I'll just rest until morning, just so we have enough time to maybe get both these back to back. Shiny Whalelord's in chat. What a topical Pokemon to be in the chat right now. We need to go right inside here to the left. Look the traffic lights. Back the hole. You got trapped, son. Bruce. Rest of the carcass sinks out of sight. Of course it does. I gotta tell that shit I went for the plant. Yes. Let's head back this way. Over here. Got that one more. Traffic light, and then back the way. Gotcha. Rest of the carcass sinks out of sight. Let's go tell old boy that we got everything done. Nope. Stick that backwards. Whoops. Featuring corpse to shape. Got the fish on the ground and he gives it a few slashes with his knife and wobbles with it. Another one taken care of, one remains what I count. Let's finish this. We have one. Dropped the large bloodied carcass in front of the airman, his eyes filled with a sadistic delight. He bends down and plunges his knife into the soft flesh. Falls away before the blade revealing a glint of metal. With a sickening terror, he wrests it from where it was embedded in the flesh of the creature, holds it off, and recognizes it as a necklace glistening in gold. Say, well, fisherman, some fortune at last. The son of fetch a decent price from the right collector. Here, why don't you take it? Shimmering necklace. Okay. He stands back from the corpse, and melancholy look comes over his face. And now, well, that's that, I suppose. What do you do now? Can't say for sure. I thought I'd be asking you for an escort away from this place, but this has become somewhat of a home to me. It doesn't feel right to leave my brother, sir. I think I should stay a while longer. In the meantime, I can make up some special bait for you. It ought to help with your fishing. What's bait? Here, this was left over from the other bait. So that just please. Now we could make some fresh stuff if you like. I'll need some fish first. Any type will do, but the more you give me, the more bait I can. Don't have any right now. That. Oh, so we mentioned that. Not went damage, but sure. It might have just run out of time too. Losing my mind's what I'm doing. Just the two bolted cloths I will do for the last one. Let's just do this, get back to this island. We will turn this into him. We will call it a stream. Just go ahead and rest that way we start in even time. We're in the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. An excellent find, it demands pride of place in my collection. He sweeps aside some scrap on a dusty table, candle wax boiling in its corners. He places the necklace carefully in the clear. I suppose you'll be demanding recompense as well. Once more he opens the book, dust pouring from the pages as he reads aloud. You begin to feel weak, but you're rooted to the spot, your knees on the verge of the bucket. Atrophy instantly harvest an entire shoal of fish. As he finishes speaking, you feel the blood rush back to your legs. A strange feeling of power grows in your chest. We're so close. One more remains. I loathe to suggest it, but the abyssal plain on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Ran from atrophy. This race instantly calls the closest shoal of fish, readying them for swift reaping. It can be heard from a great distance, so you need not be close to your victims. But the population is unlikely to recover from such a vile trauma using spur. Do you know where the relics are? I largely don't, but I read the seas, I see the swells that give shape to the formless, I hear the waves that whisper secrets to their witnesses. And I speak to the currents that hold a memory of all that they claim. Are you human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course, as human as you are. Oh, well, that's a non-answer, really. And we assume we are still up. Yeah. Storage real quick. Well, we got some of these things. We can sell these real quick. So this real quick. Last thing. I'll try this out. Let's see. Has been visited these creatures, they shall not recover. That's fine. Just wanted to test it out one time. Also got a new aberrant. So, oh, I probably should have used it something like this. Swap so this is in the right position. Drift the boat. So I think it's. We'll talk to the painter, give him this flag. Let's get some stuff here and then we'll just sell it all we get. Go sell all this and then we'll talk. Oh yeah, okay. Still have no idea where I put that one crap pot, by the way. No idea. What do you know about the old mayor of Little Mary? I try not to think about him. It's a painful memory for all of us. Some nights I still think I can hear the hum of his engine sailing past the bay. But I know he's gone. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay. I want to ask about the water region. Certainly there's somewhere in particular which... I don't know a great deal. It technically falls under the jurisdiction of Little Marrow. It was sold to a private owner some 20 years ago. Must have a special arrangement. Such a shell is quite uncommon. Very complicated paperwork involved, you see. I've not met the owner. I suspect they don't live around here. The island seems quite uninhabited. Is there any other area you'd like to discuss? I guess I'll talk to you about him at some point. Oh, there it is. It's just hard to make up. I need to grab that. That thing's been out there for a week or two now. I'm a big fan of these crab pots. Shipwright. Sellers. Oh, I guess we have to keep at least one because of the storage. I don't need this to open. Let's stop. Let's put it in storage. I want this because it's got all three of the big ones: Abyssal, Hadal, and Ocean. It's shallow, but don't we have one or something? Oh, shallow's the only thing we're missing. So I guess putting this one back in would be fine. just for the... It's got everything covered. Swapping back and forth between my own stuff. And I wish you could adjust these. I hate that I've got 3, but they're not like lined up properly for this. Is that post things mixed out as best it can be. Anything specific here. What's that? Oh yeah. All seen cod, staring outward and blinking, eyes barred from a larger being, but not the mind to process what it sees. Yeah, that tracks. Alright. I don't know how far we are, because we only have one more relic to get. Maybe I'll start working on some of these. Either way, that won't be till Tuesday of next week. Either way. But we will wrap it up there. That's about 2 hours. This is pretty good from not streaming yesterday. It felt like garbage to doing a 2 hour. So, but YouTube, thank you all for watching. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all next time.